Brianna, what are you doing? Miss McNamara calls over, pulling her hat tight over her bushy hair once again. A video for my channel, I reply. Is she one of those adults who will know what I'm talking about, or one of the ones who still thinks the internet is just for emailing and Facebook? Whether she understands or not, she crosses her arms. Well, you better get all that out of your system now, because Dr. Greer is never going to let you film in the field. She's very anti-tech out on the job. I frown. That's unexpected. Cut again, I say, since I'm still recording and I'll obviously want to take this section out too. The prospect of not getting to do videos kind of tanks my summer, so I hope she's wrong about Dr. Greer's rules. Shaking my head, I go back to the mountain shot and continue. Okay, viewers, I have no idea if or when I'll be making another of these. Bree, what did Miss McNamara just say? My mom interrupts. Since I'll be super busy helping scientists on my trip, I continue in a rush. So I hope you all enjoyed this little intro to the summer, and hopefully I'll see you again before too long. I hit stop. You're recording something? I want to be in it, Kinsey says. Next one, I promise. She grins. I'm holding you to that. The world needs more Kinsey. It really doesn't, Todd says from over by the van. Wyatt looks at Kinsey, confused, and I try not to laugh as she scoffs in annoyance at Todd. Then Miss McNamara calls us all over, and whatever Kinsey was going to say gets cut short. We'll want to get going quickly, as we have a considerable drive to our campsite, Miss McNamara says, as we gather around. I have supplies for Dr. Greer in the back of the van, but there's room for everyone's bag on top of it all. So you will personally be driving the kids to meet her, correct? Wyatt's dad asks. Yes, and in fact, I'll be working with Dr. Greer and your kids all summer, Miss McNamara tells our parents. My contact information is in the confirmation email you got for the contest. Please feel free to be in touch at any time. I'm probably the best person to reach out to with immediate questions, as Dr. Greer tends to get wrapped up in her work. I can't imagine what that's like, my dad quietly jokes to me. I laugh. My mom is awful at answering texts when she's on her hospital shifts. Oh, and I should mention, Miss McNamara continues, now turning her attention to us kids. Cell coverage is terrible where we'll be out in the park, but we do have a Ranger laptop hardwired to the internet at the campsite, so emailing is fairly reliable. You're welcome to write to your friends and family as often as you'd like. Every day, Todd's mom insists. Todd blushes at that. When I get bored, I tease my own parents. You bored in Yellowstone? My mom shakes her head. I won't hold my breath. Does anyone else have any other questions? Miss McNamara asks. She only waits a half second, checking her watch, clearly hoping to keep us on schedule. If not, we can pack up and get going. I'm ready to hit the road, Todd says. Thank you for driving us, Miss McNamara. Suck up, I hear Kinsey whisper in Todd's general direction, as his parents hug him goodbye. Mine do the same with me. Be good, my mom says, holding me tightly. Don't spend all your time with that camera. I already told Miss McNamara that it's a privilege, not a right, and she can take it away if she needs to. Mom, I exclaim. Our hug just got way less sentimental. I'm just saying, I know you want to be a filmmaker type person like your aunt. Maybe this summer try focusing more on the science side of things. You're so good at it. Yeah, okay, I say. I'm serious, Brianna Marie, she says. Look what you did with that video game. Look where it got you. Yes, got it. Pull back, trying to ignore my mom's pained expression as I disentangle us. Dad, any parting instructions? My dad smiles down at me, pulling me in for a huge hug. Take advantage of this opportunity. Right, I say, sighing. I love you, he says next. Love you too, I say. And I love you, my mom says, as I pull back from my dad. My eyes land on Wyatt, who is getting a pat on the back from his dad. Then I'm Kinsey, who is weirdly watching me with her laser focus. Can I help you? I ask her. She shrugs. Are we videoing now or later? Later, my mom answers for me. You're supposed to be packing the van now, remember, Bree? I nod. Yeah, I know. Just then, the ground moves below my feet. What the? Kinsey starts. Todd yelps, grabbing for his parents. My dad reaches for me, clutching my arm to steady me, but just as quickly as the shaking started, it stops. The fading motel sign swings on its hooks, the only indication anything out of the ordinary just happened. Whoa! Kinsey exclaims. What was that? A buffalo stampede nearby or something? Bison, I correct. Earthquake, Wyatt says. That was an earthquake. I believe it was, Miss McNamara says. Wow! What timing! A little taste of the seismic activity that this region can bring right before we all head off to explore it. I chance a wary glance at my parents. How cool, my mom says, actually smiling. My shoulders drop in relief. I wasn't sure if we were going with cool or no way, you're coming straight home. Despite home being Oregon, where we get little quakes like that all the time. We share a laugh, and then a thought hits me. I should have been recording, I lament. We can reenact it, Kinsey says. She gives Todd a shove next to her, and then fake wobbles on her own feet. Todd straightens his shirt, recovering as smoothly as one can after being earthquaked by a surprisingly strong 90-pound girl. This is going to be an interesting summer.